The feminine advantage. Strengths women don't even realize they have. Everywhere you look, the world is quick to point out what women lack. Strength, authority, power. But what if I told you that some of the most overlooked strengths in the world are already wired into you? Simply because you're a woman. Not the obvious ones. Not the cliché ones that get repeated over and over. I'm talking about hidden qualities that quietly shape influence, success, and fulfillment, yet so often go unnamed. And here's the truth. Most women don't even realize they have them. These aren't skills you need to go out and learn. They're not accessories you need to buy. They're not something you have to pretend to be or chase from the outside. They are strengths that are already within you. But because society rarely names them as valuable, many women dismiss them, underestimate them, or even apologize for them. And that's exactly why they're such an advantage. Because once you know how to use them, you stop blending in. You stop competing. You stand out effortlessly. Welcome to For Every Woman XO, where we explore the mindset, habits, and lifestyle shifts that help you step into your quiet power and thrive from the inside out. If this resonates, make sure you like this video and subscribe, because every week, we share insights that help you create not just a beautiful life but an extraordinary one. So let's talk about the feminine advantages you may be ignoring. And why, once you finally recognize them, everything about the way you carry yourself begins to change. 1. The power of perception. Women have a natural gift. They notice details that others miss. Tone, body language, shifts in emotion that happen in silence. This perceptiveness isn't just intuition. It's advanced awareness. It allows women to read a room before a single word is spoken, to sense hesitation, discomfort, or dishonesty, sometimes even before the other person realizes it themselves. In business, that means a woman can negotiate more effectively, because she doesn't just hear what's being said, she feels what's being left unsaid. In relationships, it means she can prevent conflicts before they spiral, because she notices the shift in energy the moment it happens. So how do you use this? Slow down. Notice what's unsaid in a conversation, not just what's said. And when your gut nudges you, ask, is there something more here? That's how you turn a quiet hunch into real influence. This isn't overthinking. It's insight. Think about it. How many times have you been right about something you just felt, even when you couldn't explain it? That's not an accident. That's your edge. 2. Emotional alchemy. Society often paints emotions as weakness. You're too sensitive. You're too emotional. But here's the truth. Women have a unique ability to transform emotions into resilience, depth, and wisdom. Emotional alchemy is the ability to feel deeply, love, joy, or pain, and then turn that into clarity, creativity, or strength. So how do you practice it? Name what you're feeling out loud. This is grief. This is fear. Naming removes the power of confusion. Then ask, what is this emotion teaching me? Heartbreak often teaches self-respect. Failure teaches discernment. Heartbreak can turn into higher standards and stronger boundaries. Failure can transform into sharper intuition about risk. A woman who has felt deeply becomes a woman who sees clearly. Instead of suppressing emotions, truly powerful women channel them into writing, into empathy, into leadership, into decisions that others don't have the courage to make. The very thing you were told to control is actually one of the most powerful keys to your influence. 3. Adaptability and fluid strength. Unlike rigid or forceful power, women excel at adaptability, shifting roles, mindsets, and strategies without losing themselves. History has proven this time and time again. Women have survived wars, raised families in the harshest conditions, rebuilt lives after loss, worked multiple jobs, and held households together, All of that is adaptability. And in modern life, that same quiet resilience shows up in balancing career shifts, motherhood, relationships, and personal growth, all at once. It's not about being passive. It's about being strategically flexible. Like water, it flows, it adapts. And yet, over time, it wears down even the hardest stone. So how do you lean into it? When things shift, instead of saying, "Why me?" try, "What is this redirecting me toward?" And notice how you already switch roles daily. Career woman, friend, partner, daughter. That's not instability. That's mastery of adaptability. True power doesn't always look like resistance. Sometimes it looks like flow. 4. Influence through presence. One of the most underestimated feminine strengths is presence. Women often don't realize how much their energy shapes the spaces they enter. Presence isn't loudness. It isn't dominance. It's calm authority, groundedness, inner steadiness that people can feel. When you're centered, others unconsciously adjust themselves to you. Your steadiness becomes gravity. Think about the woman who never raises her voice. But when she finally speaks, the room goes quiet. Everyone leans in. That's presence. So how do you build it? Practice pausing before you respond. People lean into stillness. Cultivate inner clarity. Respond slowly instead of reacting quickly. Keep your tone calm. That's how you become a woman whose presence commands attention, without ever fighting for it. 5. The long game. Patience and endurance. The world is obsessed with instant results, quick wins, overnight success. But women have an edge in the long game. Whether it's nurturing, building, or sustaining, women have always thrived in what takes time. Patience in love, patience in growth, patience in careers. Over years, that steady effort compounds into unshakable results. Biologically and historically, women are built for endurance. That's why they survive longer, recover stronger, and sustain more through life's changes. So how do you practice it? Set goals that stretch years, not just weeks. And when progress feels small, remind yourself, consistency compounds. Patience is not weakness. It's not just waiting. Patience is strength stretched across time. And that's a power the world underestimates until they see it in action. Owning the feminine advantage. So let's bring it all together. The 5 hidden strengths are perception, emotional alchemy, adaptability, influence through presence, the long game, patience and endurance. Think about it for a moment. How different would your life feel if you actually leaned into these every day? If you trusted your perception instead of second-guessing it? If you treated your emotions not as enemies but as teachers? If you flowed with life's changes instead of fighting them? If your presence spoke louder than your voice ever needed to? If you played the long game with calm confidence instead of chasing quick wins? That's not theory. That's real power. And here's the secret most people will never tell you. You don't need external validation to be powerful. You don't need permission slips, titles, or applause. Because the feminine advantage is already alive in you. The moment you stop dismissing these qualities as soft, you start using them as the quiet weapons they really are. And once you do, something shifts. You stop competing. You stop comparing. You stop chasing. You step into a space where nobody can copy you. Because you've created your own category. And that is where your influence, your beauty, and your wealth truly multiply. If this opened your eyes to strengths you didn't even realize you had, make sure you like this video and subscribe. Because the next chapter of your power starts right here, and I don't want you to miss it. Share this with another woman who needs the reminder. You might be the reason she finally sees herself differently. If you're ready to step deeper into your glow, you belong here. Watch next. The Quiet Habits of Truly Wealthy Women. In the video, I'll show you how to take these feminine strengths and pair them with daily habits that quietly build wealth. Not just money, but emotional peace, relational richness, spiritual depth, and financial wisdom. It's not about living louder. It's about living richer, deeper, and steadier, from the inside out. The link is waiting for you in the description box below. See you in the next video. You are for every woman XO.